Hey guys, Mark from Soul Adventure. I'm right about 5 weeks away from my backpack elk hunt in Colorado, so I'm sort of at the stage where I'm finalizing everything. You know, I've been working on my gear list for months now, but just sort of really putting it all together, bringing all the pieces together, packing my pack, figuring out, make sure I'm going to have room and what I'm leaving, what I'm bringing. So I'm still finalizing some things, but I thought I would just sort of take a tour of where I'm at right now. I'm really, really close to having everything the way it's going to be. So stuff I'm wearing in before we dive into the pack: boots, obviously, Loa Tibets, great boots. Binoculars, going to be wearing those in. Taking trekking poles, more about those when we dive into the pack, but going to be using those to pack in for sure. And then of course my my base layers and Knabs from First Light, the Yano, and the Shama hoodie. So going to be wearing that stuff in. And then my pack. So this is the Tenzing CF13. I have it loaded up with almost everything. My base pack weight, which is pretty much all of my gear except for consumables, so every bit of my gear except for food, water, and fuel, is coming in right about 24 pounds. When I add food, water, fuel, I get close to 40. So on my spreadsheet, the way it is now, everything included is like 39.1 pounds. So I should be able to hit 40 pounds, no problem. That's for 6-7 days. I'm still deciding exactly how long I'm going to be out there, but I'll have enough to do 6 nights, 7 days for sure. So let's dive into it. Let's take this puppy apart and look what's in it. This is probably going to be a little bit of a long video, so if you aren't a gearhead, you may not care about this at all. But anyway, this is what I'm doing, what's going to work for me. So one thing I absolutely love about this pack is the versatility. So I'm going to pop open some of these guys here. I guess first of all I'm going to pull this out. This is my water bladder, obviously, routed up to the front for easy access, but I have 2.5 liters about of water in here right now. Platypus bag. This hooks directly up to my filter system. So this is sort of the clean bag for my filter system, which we'll see in just a little bit. Have the drinking tube as well. So I'll be going in with, I think, about 2-3 liters there, and that's included in that weight. So that's part of this panel here on the CF13. It's sort of a compression load panel, and then also has the the water bladder sleeve down there. So open up the side wings here. Have some side pockets, we'll get into those, but this is sort of the big pack internally. The great thing about this pack is I use this, I'm going to load up and sort of have like a spike camp or a backcountry base camp that I'm going to be living out of for the majority of the time. And I obviously don't want to carry all this stuff day to day when I'm out hunting. So one very cool thing about this pack system is that I'm going to be able to pack in all my gear and just pop this guy out. Just a few clips. There. There's more clips if you want to make this more secure. I just had it connected with 4 clips. Throw that guy back in. Alright, so now here is mostly gear that I'm not going to be carrying every day when I'm hunting. That's to get me into camp and let me live for a week. You can see now I'm sort of down to a very basic frame. Nice lid pocket, we'll get into that, but this is going to be now my day pack. Day pack that's also ready to haul out some meat when I get something down. So hop into the big guy here. I don't have this packed exactly the way I'm going to have it packed. We'll just dive into it. So food, I have a whole post on my food and what I'm taking and sort of my menu and strategy for food. But basically the way I do it is pack a gallon Ziploc bag for each day with everything I need for that day. So all I have to do is, you know, when it's Monday, grab my Monday bag. I'm good to go. Everything's already pre-portioned. Everything I need for the day is in there. My menu's set. Again, I have a whole post on this. Check out the links below. But obviously, Mountain House for dinner, Honey Stinger, Pro Bar, coffee, Justin's Nut Butter, Snickers bar, energy gel. One thing I don't have in here right now is I'm going to be having some jerky, trail mix, a couple little things like that. But so it's really nice to have a one bag for each day, so you're not, you know, you can portion out basically. You don't have to worry about it. All the trash stays self-contained. So anyway, 6-7 of those. Some extra clothes, so extra socks, extra underwear, base layer pant to go under the canab if it gets really cold, you know, really early in the morning, late at night. Beef up the canabs there. Baby wipes / wet wipes, scent free, toilet paper, however you want to go, and backcountry gold right here. So I personally take scent-free baby wipes. I dry some of them out just because it's extra weight sort of carry them wet, and then you can always add some water to them to get them wet, but that's that. Extra fuel canister that goes with my cook set. So my cook set is, you know, Jetboils are super popular, great systems. I've had this sort of homebrew kit for years and years. It's a TI titanium kit from REI, so cup, use that for coffee, lid, and then everything's self-contained here as far as cooking. So I have my second fuel canister, so I'll have 2 fuel canisters for the trip. Probably not going to need them both. My stove, which obviously just pops off, comes on my fuel canister, built-in ignition, that's nice. A homemade windscreen, so that stove pot, my windscreen comes up and over just to make it more efficient. My utensil will be in here as well, so that kit's nice and lightweight, so there's all that stuff. Alright, what else? Extra water containers. So I'm going to have my bladder, be using that in my pack. I also like having something separate for like flavored drinks. So if you're doing like a Gatorade mix, I use the Wilderness Athlete stuff, Hydrate and Recover and Energy Focus, those mixes. I don't want that getting in my bladder, A, because I want clean water at times, clean water to cook with and everything like that. So I keep my clean water source clean. And B, when you use those drinks in a bladder, they're really hard to get them clean. So this is a 1 liter platypus. So you can see, fills it up, nice. But when you don't need it, it rolls away down to nothing, weighs next to nothing. I mean, you could carry an Nalgene bottle or whatever, but an Nalgene bottle is significantly heavier and it's going to take up a ton of space, and this goes down to nothing. So I actually have 2 of those. Here's another 2-liter one. Not probably going to need it, but it may be nice just to leave this at camp for washing up and things like that. Speaking of washing up, little bit of toiletries here, toothbrush, toothpaste, and a sort of microfiber backpacking towel to clean up with. This is a Polycro ground sheet. Is a super fine plastic that is super durable, doesn't rip or tear easily, and this is basically a ground cloth for me for my shelter. So for my shelter, I'm rolling with the Mountain Smith Mountain Shelter LT. It's a tarp type shelter. So basically it's set up using trekking poles, front and back. You set these to a specific height to set up the shelter, tarp style, so there's no floor to this. So I use this super lightweight ground cloth just to put under my sleeping pad and sleeping bag, make sure I don't get any punctures and things like that. Awesome shelter. This is the standard packaging. You could, if you get a compression stuff sack, get that thing even a lot smaller. I think it's 2 pounds, I don't know. Check out my list. This is my sleeping pad. So here's my shelter, my sleeping pad, and of course the ground cloth. This is Big Agnes insulated Q-Core. They have a new Q-Core SL, I think stands for super light. It's a little bit lighter. This is a little bit on the heavy side. You can definitely find lighter sleeping pads, but this thing is insanely comfortable, and for me, it's worth it. That's one place I don't want to cut too much weight because I don't want to be miserable the whole time I'm out there. I want to sleep well so that I can be rested and hunt hard. Stakes for my shelter. Sleeping bag in a Sea to Summit event dry sack, compression sack. Great bag. It is a dry down bag from Sierra Designs. I have some reviews and information. Again, check out the links below. Awesome treated down bag, so it's down but it's treated for water repellency. I still like throwing them in a sack like this, excuse me, for compression's sake and just to make sure that 100% it's going to be dry. Great bag there. And then the bottom of this, I have some of my layers. The First Light Boundary Storm Tight, it's my rain shell, and then the First Light Uncompahgre Puffy is my insulation piece. So that's it. That was everything that was sort of inside that bag. Most of that stuff will stay at camp. I'm probably going to be having my Puffy with me day to day. But in general, I really whittle the pack down from there. Leave these pieces. I had my bugle just clipped on here for now. You could use that as sort of a bedroll piece. I'll obviously be wearing that most of the time I'm actually hunting. What else? Oh, and then down here as well, there's a zipper compartment. I have my rain cover in there. So, I leave this on all the time. It makes a great meat shelf in case I get something down. And as I mentioned, it holds my water bladder. So this just hooks right up in here. You can compress that guy down. And again, if you have questions on the pack, I have an overview video and post of the pack itself. In this side wing up top, there's a little pocket. I have my balaclava from First Light, merino wool. Use that for all kinds of things. Down here, map, topo map, compass, emergency whistle, notebook, pen. I will always have that stuff with me. So it's down in one of these side pockets. These side pockets are actually, I mean, you could fit a ton in there. I just don't need the space. Over here I have my beanie up on top in this side pocket for now. Over here I have a bunch of stuff I really hope I never have to use in this side pocket. My first aid kit, not full yet. I'm pretty much going to run like a homebrew first aid kit. Gonna piece that together. I've provisioned like 8 ounces as part of my weight spreadsheet. I'm probably not going to use 8 ounces of stuff. This is some water filter backup. So treatment tabs for water filter backup. A bit of duct tape wrapped around a gift card, just an easy way to carry some duct tape. Matches and some dryer lint soaked with Vaseline makes a great emergency fire tinder. I have it sort of, I just used my food saver to vacuum seal that, keep it dry. Extra paracord, could use this for hanging food, things like that. Tweezers, which will be part of my first aid kit, and an extra lighter, just in case. I really hope I don't have to use any of that stuff. Alright, so my lid, up top here, this is a removable lid. You can actually use it as a fanny pack. Everything in the lid is going to pretty much stay in this lid all the time. I'm going to be using this day to day as I hunt. So, let's see what's in here. My water filter kit. So this is a Platypus Gravity Works kit. Really nice. Very simple. You don't have to sit around and pump. You don't have to treat it and then wait. It's a great kit. Basically the way it works is you use this clearly marked the dirty bag to scoop up the water from your water source. Big zip at the top, it's really easy to fill. And then you can just hang this guy up and let gravity do the work. So it's going to flow down. Here's your filter element. Your filter element connects through here. So once water is coming out of here, it's clean and ready to go. You could tie this on directly to like my clean bladder, any of my other platypus bladders that you saw. You could put this directly as your water source. You could drink straight from it. One really cool thing that I like about it and use this all the time is I'll get dirty water, transport it back to camp, hang it from my tree in camp, and then this basically is a nozzle to turn this on and off. So a lot of times I will take this valve off and just use this nozzle, leave it hanging from camp, and sort of use it as a faucet since I can turn the flow on and off with that clamp. So that is my water filtration system. Always going to be with me. Here's my kill kit, always going to be with me. Again, I have a whole video and information on this, but you know, knife, gloves, game bags, paracord, license and tag are going to be in here. Flagging tape is going to be in here, things like that. And that is it. And then this pouch, I don't know if I'm actually going to use this pouch, but for now I have all of my electronics in here. So iPhone, the reason I'm using my iPhone obviously would be great if I have cell service. I doubt highly that I'm going to. The main reason I have the iPhone 5 is to pair with the Spot Connect. So this will allow me to use the satellite system. Basically the phone pairs with this connects to the satellite, which enables my phone to send text and things to home. God forbid emergency happens, I can call for rescue with that. Headlamp, of course. I'll have extra batteries for the headlamp as well. GPS, these are both AA. I'll have one pair of extra batteries between the two, probably not even going to need it. But GPS, I have the Hunting GPS Maps chip for that. Obviously also going to preload it with some, you know, markers and waypoints and trails and things like that. Then extra batteries for my camera. I'll obviously have my camera. It's of course filming right now. And that's it, just batteries. So there's a couple of things I need to finalize as far as exact first aid details. I need to throw in, I have my menus planned for food. I still need to get some of the trail mix and things like that in there. But it's come together quite nicely. So as you can see, basically mentioned a lot of the gear will stay at camp. You know, it's going to be between 3 and 4 miles away from the truck. And this is going to become my day pack. Basically the only thing I actually need is this lid, but I'll be carrying the whole frame so that, you know, if we get something down we can start hauling right away from there. So let me know if you have any questions. This is a whole pile of stuff, but I'm really happy to have it. Right now it's under 40 pounds, so I may actually throw in a few sort of comfort items, because 40 pounds is quite good for 6-7 days. Yeah, I think that's it. I have the spreadsheet up with every single item and the weight for that item. As I mentioned before, I have a lot more detail on some of these things. I have a review of the pack, the kill kit, all my First Light stuff, all of my food. So be sure to check out the links below and catch a lot more information on all that. And then, you know, below if you have any questions, definitely let me know. I certainly don't know it all, but I can give you my opinion and tell you what's been working for me. So that is about it. Shoot straight this season. Good luck, and hopefully, more than anything, I will be using this to haul out some elk meat. Who cares about the gear? Here's just gear. I want some meat. So thanks for watching. Alright, hey guys, me again. I was going back through some of the pockets in my pack as I was unloading everything and wrapped up the video. I missed a pocket basically and forgot to include as well some of my bow stuff. So rangefinder, extra release, a couple small tools, and then in another little pocket I also missed my diaphragm calls and my wind checker as well. So just a quick FYI, there was a couple things I just missed in the video. So I probably missed something else, to be honest with you, but at this point you're just gonna have to check my final list and see. Alright, see you guys.